Is this a mistake? Well, I went through the 7 stages of grief. It's from the sky. I can do what I want with water from the sky, surely. Hello everyone, welcome back to another allotment vlog. My name's Emma. This is my allotment. This is my tidy shed. It's still tidy. Well done. We're back. As you can see, it's a sunglasses day. And I've got Sam with me. It's the weekend, so Sam can come with me. Sort of a bit, he doesn't really want to come. He's had a long day at work, long week at work, but he's volunteered to come and help out with a few bits, as long as we don't stay that long. And we get an ice cream after. Those are the rules, which is fine. Anyway, this is my allotment. If you like gardening, if you like allotments, if you like dogs, if you like, I don't know, things, gardening, outdoors, allotments, subscribe, give us a go. We also vlog our weekends usually, so there's a bunch of stuff you can watch. Anyway, we're here. We've got a bajillion things to plant out. I'll tell you a sad story shortly, but we're going to plant loads of stuff out, aren't we, Sam?
Prepare the small violins.
Large violins, I would say, actually, full-size violins.
Do you know what? Get your orchestras ready.
Yeah. Anyway, right, I'll not leave you hanging too long. I'll go and explain the situation. But today is going to be a mass plant out day, basically, because it's getting crispy in the greenhouse. The temperatures are over 9 degrees, 10 degrees at night. It's all got to go. It's all got to go out, but I'll not leave you waiting.
Sun creamed up.
We have both put sun cream on today, actually. It's that toasty warm, right?
Emma's going to go from pale to a normal colour.
I'm so pale, I'm basically see-through, so I have to put sun cream on. Anyway, right, I will tell you the sad story, bear with. So I'm hoping you'll still be able to hear me even when Sam starts lawn mowing, because of the microphone. We're in the Polytunnel. We're in the Polytunnel. And in the Polytunnel, me and Sam, you'll see the video, and I kind of put a jokey title saying, is this a mistake? Well, we planted all our tomatoes out in the Polytunnel. And then there was a low temperature night. It said on my app it was going to be 3 degrees, I think it said. So I thought they'll probably be okay in the Polytunnel at 3 degrees, and I didn't come and fleece them. Well, we have 3 survivors of the, how many did I put in? 15 tomatoes? 3 survivors. I think a frost got in. I'm not sure how, but this is what our tomatoes look like. They've got crispy leaves. Yeah, I think a frost got in. I don't really know how. I don't really want to think about it. I've done my grieving. I grieved a lot, actually. And in the vlog I said, it's okay, I've got duplicates of everything. That was a lie. I've not got duplicates of everything. I've got duplicates of a few things. And the main things I didn't have duplicates of were the big, like beefsteak tomatoes, which is what me and Sam were most looking forward to, because we grew our tomatoes in pots last year in the greenhouse, and our cherry tomatoes did amazingly in the pots, but the beefsteaks and the big ones didn't do so well, obviously, just because they didn't have enough nutrients and stuff to grow in pots. And so we thought, Polytunnel, get them in the ground, we can have some big, juicy, big tomatoes, which we've never grown before. Yeah, well, so I grieved. I went through the 7 stages of grief, or whatever it is. I had denial, and then anger, and then acceptance. I accepted that the tomatoes were no more. Sam's ripped them out for me, because I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. We've got our 3 remainings. So we've got Golden Sunrise, Buffalo Sun, and Stupor Steak. So we have got 2 of the big tomatoes. Anyway, I cheered myself up by saying, right, well, I can go to the garden centre and buy a bunch of fun tomato varieties to replace, because although I have got some replacements, not enough. So that's what I did. I went to the supermarket, I went to the garden centre, and I feel like the gardening gods were looking down on me with grace, because they were all on like red label discount. So I got some lovely cheap new tomato plants. and we're going to replant them today. Sam said he can't face replanting them all, so I'm going to replant them, which is absolutely fine. And I've brought the spares that I had at home anyway. So yeah, we've got some that I still need to pull out, and then we've got some to replace. So that's what I'm going to start by doing. And hopefully now we're in sort of mid-May, they should be all right. Come on. And if there is a low temperature forecast, I'm going to come and fleece them. I'm going to learn from my mistake and I'm going to come and fleece them. Anyway, that is my sad story of the tomatoes. And you can all learn from my mistakes in that don't get trigger happy when you have 1 week of nice weather and it's late April, early March and you live in the north of England, because a frost will come and wipe them out, which is what happened. But I've learnt. I'll not do it again next year, tell you that for free. And I'll come and fleece them and tuck them all up. But yeah, right, let's plant our new tomatoes. Let's turn this into a positive. I got all sorts of fun varieties from the garden centre, and yeah, we'll plant them in. RIP guys, your time was short. I'm sorry. I was a terrible plant mum. Terrible plant mum. Shockingly, I think I've got exactly the right amount of replacements, which is funny because I didn't count them. So that's good. Okay, tomatoes are in, planted up. I'll show you all an overview in a moment. But as soon as I'm in here and I'm planting, I've got my melons. I've got melons to plant out. I've got 2 Malaga and 2 Amir. And I grew these in pots in the greenhouse last year and they did fine. So I think in the polytunnel they're going to do even better. And I'm just going to do them in this corner because I need the rest of the back wall for cucumbers. And I'm also going to try and shove an aubergine in here as well if I can fit one. Don't know, we'll see how that goes. But yes, melons. I'm going to do the same thing with the string and try and grow them upwards. And then when the melons come on them, I'll support the melons with my little melon hammocks that I made last year. So that's the plan. I was going to put my cucumbers out, but I'm a bit scarred from putting my tomatoes out too early. So I definitely don't want to put my cucumbers out too early. They are now here at the allotment, they were at home, and they're in the greenhouse. So I might leave it another week or so, just to be on the safe side, because cucumbers like it really warm. So, but melons are fine, and aubergines are fine. So let's plant these melons. I'm going to figure out what to do with the string. And yeah, let's get them in. Let's get them in. Let's get stuff in. It's going to be toasty now forever. It's not going to go cold again, is it? Weather, please. Thank you. Right, melons are in. One thing I am going to do is I'm just going to pinch off any flowers I can see, because they're a little bit too small to be making melons right now. They need to put their energy into leaf growth, not melon growth. So just take those little flowers off. It's just because they've been stressed in pots that are too small. That they've started trying to produce fruit, but now they are in here and in the ground and have access to all the nutrients. They should be a bit happier. So picked those flowers off. I'll carry on picking the flowers off until they're quite established, and then they can start making melons. But for now, there's just babies, just little babies. No melons for you yet. I'm going to give those a good water. I'm not going to put my aubergines in yet because I need to see how much room I've got once the cucumbers are in. So I'll keep the aubergines in the greenhouse for now, and then I can always put them in pots in the greenhouse if I need to, because we did that last year and it worked fine. So Right, I'll give them a good big old water with my new fancy water butt pump, and yeah, move on to something else. I told you it was a big planting out day today. Everything's going out today. Whew. So this is the polytunnel, mostly planted up. Cucumbers still to go in, but I'll wait a couple of weeks on them. Melon corner, more tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. When they start coming up and we start tasting them, I'll tell you the varieties to see if they're any good. Obviously, I picked the varieties mostly when I grew them from seed, but when all the seed ones died in the frost, because I was a silly sausage, I just picked up what the garden centre had. So I tried to pick a nice variety of different ones, but yeah, it's not exactly what I picked from the catalogue, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, they're all in. The marigolds are coming. Lovely as well. They're a lovely little addition to the polytunnel, and hopefully they'll stop a bit of whitefly as well. And then we'll shovel cucumbers in there when we get a chance. Hopefully I can stick a couple of aubergines in as well, maybe in front. We'll see how much we can cram in, but otherwise I'm quite happy with it. Again, I'm hoping you can hear me because Sam's strimming, but I went to the garden centre to buy the replacement tomatoes yesterday, and I saw that they had Nicotiana, which I am trying to grow for wedding flowers, but my seedlings are literally about 2 millimetres big, and these are like actually grown. So I did try and grow them from seed, but it's not looking very hopeful. So I've got the lime, which is the classic, and then I also found some pink ones, and they were on offer, so I had to get them. So I'm going to use these hopefully for cut flowers for the bouquets, and flower arrangements for the wedding. So is this the first wedding flower going into the plot? I think it is, you know. This is the first of the cut flowers going into the plot. How exciting. Be more exciting if I'd have grown them, but sometimes you've just got to admit defeat. I've put cardboard under here. I've got to cut through it because there's been no rain. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. There's loads of grass under here because I just put cardboard on top of it and didn't clear the grass like a silly sausage. I might have to just do a bit of a Blue Peter here because this is going to take me a really long time. There we go. Oh, you can't see because of my shadow. Let me move out the way. All planted up. I will water those in shortly with the fancy water butt hose thing. And let me show you something else we did, but I didn't film. So, story, someone came into Florist Julie's florists and asked if she wanted any statice plants, and Julie said, oh yes, so they've kindly donated some of their homegrown statice plants, so we've popped them in my dad and her plot, and watered them in. So statice, again, Julie said that'll be a nice cut flower, so something else growing in here now, which is good. And I planted some gladioli bulbs in here which are coming up, which is great. So I just added a little support just so that when they come up they can be supported. But yeah, gladioli is coming up, so that is good news. It means we've got some flowers going. Great stuff. Also, Sam's been hard at work. We bought a battery strimmer for the allotment, just a cheap one, just so we can do the edges and stuff of the plot and all this bit that gets really weedy, etc. So Sam's gone round and he looks like he's sorted all the edges, which look lovely and crispy. Brilliant job. Great edge work. He's obviously learning from his job. Don't mind the path. The path has always been wibbly wobbly. That's not Sam's doing. But anyway, I've got some more bits and bobs to plant out. I've got some peas, so we'll go and do that as well. We're over at the PTPs, the PPTP, and the early peas are doing okay. They got a bit crispy because of the random frost that we had, my bad. But the second earlies are very, very crispy, and a few of them crisped up in the greenhouse. So I've bought a replacement set. I'm not even sure if you can, could you even see me? I don't even know. It's too sunny. So I bought some purple peas from the garden centre yesterday, just because I can. So I'm going to mix these in where the original second earlies didn't do so well. I have no idea if these are second early, I've no idea. Harvest June to September, that feels late to me. I don't know. Anyway, put these in, and then I've got my third main, I don't know, alderman peas to go in as well. So I'm just going to shove all these in, get them out of the greenhouse because it's too warm for them in there, so we'll get them out. I might move you. I'm just going to move you. I'm just moving you. I know you don't like your roots being disturbed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm doing all the bad things. There you go. Just pretend nothing happened. Just pretend nothing happened. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right over there. That'll do. Again, I will water those in when I'm watering everything shortly. Right, I've got some celery to plant out that I got from the garden centre. Yes, I go to a lot of garden centres quite frequently. It's my favourite pastime. Don't judge me, okay? Anyway, got some celery. And I don't know where to put it, so I'm just going to put it in this gap here. I'm trying to shove everything up this year and plant it all quite close together because wedding flowers, so I need enough room to plant all my wedding flowers, so everything's getting shoved up and this feels like dead space here, so I'm going to plant my celery in it. I think it'll just grow, you know, that big. I've got my sweet peas growing up the arch. They might intermingle at some point, but sweet peas don't look like they're growing at the minute, so maybe we'll be fine. I did try and get celery to grow from seed, I just wasn't successful. So I just got some from the garden centre and that's absolutely fine. I've tried 2 years on the row now to germinate celery and it just doesn't. I follow the instructions, I follow all the instructions on the packet, it just doesn't like me. So, well, these are in handy dandy little soil blocks. I quite like that. That makes life easier.
Hello.
Hello.
Strimmer
Just died.
Do you want me to start watering stuff?
Yeah, oh, I'm just planting some stuff out. You can help me with that if you want. Got lettuce to go out. Can do that. Hello, I hope you can see me. The camera's too far away from me and I've got my sunglasses on, so I don't know if you can see me or not. Oh, I've got a bit of wood chip in my glove. These are the lettuces that have been in the greenhouse. That I potted on not that long ago actually, but they're getting crispy. They're getting so crispy and I feel like they're going to be inclined to bolt soon. So we're going to get them in. Sam's coming to help me because he's finished strimming, which is good. We've got all these weeds coming up, which is the neighbour, because there's weeds all over his plot. Driving me insane. So what have we got in here? Romano, Great Lake, and 2 tiny little Webb's Wonderfuls.
Garlic. Garlic.
Yeah, because I'm hoping the garlic smell is going to deter the slugs.
Not lettuce.
What?
Oh, lettuce.
Not implanting lettuce. No, I know what I'm doing.
No, I didn't. For some reason, my brain just didn't see that. I don't know.
Yes, I'm trying to companion plant. You see.
I don't condone the use of knives, but.
Oh yes, me and Sam are both Hori owners now, like his and hers. Except Sam got himself the upgraded one, didn't you, Sam? Got me the Billy Basic one.
We was in there and we were talking about it and we went, it's probably an investment for your career. But yes, the upgraded one is slightly different. It's got a serrated edge, so when you're cutting through weeds, which I can say does work.
Yeah, so we're both nerdy little Horiers. But it is the best tool, especially for clay soil, I must say. Yeah, I wouldn't normally put lettuce out when it's this small, but because the slugs are not huge problem this year. I don't want to jinx it, but they've not been.
We'll get to June and we'll just have like a downpour for a month.
I know, and then everything will get eaten again. Pardon?
Was any cabbage?
Yes, all of mine have crisped up in the greenhouse. Right, don't plant where I've put seeds. That would be silly. Right, we've got some, I don't know if you can see me or hear me. We'll just pretend you can. I've got some kohlrabi, again, that I bought from the garden centre because I forgot to plant any. I did buy some, forgot to plant them. So we're just going to whack these in the what will be the brassica bed. Ideally I'd cover these, but I can't be bothered, so I'll do it another day. It's still quite early for cabbage whites, so we'll hope and pray that they'll survive until I can come back. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely even number. I didn't do anything in nice rows last year. I don't know why I'm doing it now. I feel like maybe I've been influenced by the rest of the allotment to do everything in nice, neat rows. Right, that's in. I feel like I should plant those cabbages and cauliflowers that lady's just given me.
Yeah, do it.
May as well fill this bed up, eh?
Yeah.
Right, well, we're here now. So a nice lady from across the way who've got 2 or 3 massive full plots. She had the pumpkins.
No, but do you remember when we first came, we had his first bonfire and ended up gassing him out?
Oh yeah. She grows massive pumpkins and they just rotivate the whole thing and plant in rows. And I think they do like eating, you know, they grow in bulk. Anyway, she's just offered me some cauliflower and cabbage, and that is fine by me because all of my brassicas have gone crispy in the greenhouse. So I will accept some healthy looking ones. We may as well plant them while we're here. Let's just do 6 of each again, eh?
If you wanted to be really and neat, you could get your knife and get like the gaps.
Oh, I'm not doing spacing. You just eyeball it. Never had a problem. Plants are all right close together, and also we've got to shove everything up a bit because I've got to make room for wedding flowers, so everything's got to get cosy this year. Some surprise brassicas there, but that's good. That's what being on an allotment plot's all about. Right, let's water. The most exciting part of the day. Right, I think we'll finish the vlog there for today. I've not got that much else to do or say, and we're very warm and I'm ready for an ice cream. I'm not sure how much of a conversation I picked up, and I know the camera wasn't filming in that direction. It's in my water butt. It's water from the sky. It's from the sky. I can do what I want with water from the sky, surely. Yeah. I did read the rules. I did double check the rules before I bought it. I will just say that. But water in water butt, I don't see why. But I was just watering my onions, which is at the back of the plot, and the committee, who I know because I'm on the committee, came and tutted at me for using my little hose, because there is a rule that says you can't use hoses from the tap on the allotment, and I understand that. However, I wasn't using it from the tap, I was using it from my water butt, so there's now some controversy of whether I'm allowed to use my new water pump.
I'd just say keep using it.
Of which I'll be annoyed about, because I've spent a lot of money on that, and I'll be really upset if they say I can't use it. But I can understand if they don't want me to fill up my water butts from the tap. That's absolutely fine, because users water, I get it. But because we're not charged for water on this site, you see, you pay your rent and you're not charged for water usage. I know some allotments you charge separately for your water from Severn Trent or whatever, but we're not. We just pay our rent and that's that. So if I agree to say not use water from the tap and only use water from the sky, surely they can't police water from the sky, surely. And if my water butts run empty and I've agreed to that, then I'll just use the watering can from the taps like everyone else does. But I don't know, it's a bit of a grey area, and this is sort of an issue because I'm on the committee, they're nice to me and I like have a say, but then also I'm like, I can't break any rules, you see, so it's a bit of a grey area. I'm sure it'll be brought up at the next meeting, which, yeah, we'll see. I don't know, it's quite a drama being on an allotment, a committee run allotment. I feel like council run allotments are a lot more chill, but the waiting list is 5 years and I didn't have a waiting list for this one, so you win some, you lose some. Anyway, we'll see what comes out of that. If I get told I can't use it, I'm going to be pissed, but hey ho. Anyway, on that note, thank you for watching. We've planted up some stuff. Wow, look at us go. The peas are in, lettuce is in, some brassicas are in. We've brought all the chilies here, so they're in the greenhouse here now, which is better because it gets more sun. We'll plant those up whenever we can be asked to buy more compost. Tomatoes are in. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you would like to support our channel, the best way to do so is to check out our Etsy shop. You can buy lovely crocheted crafty items such as these earrings and possibly t-shirts.
If we get round to it.
If we ever get round to it. We're both on brand today. But yeah, thank you for watching. Ended on a bit of a bum note, but me and Sam are going to go home and discuss.
We're going to have ice cream.
Going to have ice cream and a drink in the garden.
And a trip to Marks & Spencer's.
We're going to get an M&S meal for 2. Oh, what a great day. So thank you for watching. Let us know how your sunny weekend went on. Let us know your opinion on if I'm allowed to use my water pump. I don't see why not. Let us know if your tomatoes died in the frost.
Say, though, if you're filling your 1,000-litre tank up.
Yeah, you're allowed to fill your 1,000-litre IBC tank up from the tap, which I don't do.
We've got 250-litre things.
Anyway, controversial, who knows? Anyway, and also, I'll tell you now, it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. We failed with the tomatoes, and I felt very sad because I was always someone that did very well at school, likes to do well, likes to get A's. It's just built into me, I can't help it, and that was a failure and a letdown, and I can only blame myself. So, but it's okay, we've recovered. Sometimes you just go to the garden centre and buy
and somebody's done it for you.
Buy 10 discount tomato plants and put them in and pretend you did it.
Oh.
Right, wrap up this really long outro. Have a lovely gardening week. We'll see you in the weekend vlog. Adios.
Have a lovely time wherever you are.
Goodbye.